I want to take you through and show you how I would make a challenge group invite from my phone. Now, ideally, it would be from the computer, and I would use a tool like canva.com, which we have a Team Canva account. So if you don't know that login, then ask myself or your coach. Or PicMonkey is the one a lot of people use. When I am not using Canva and I want more control, I'll use Photoshop because I already own that program. But there's lots of times where I'm like, I need to get out a challenge post, challenge group invite, because really we should be getting it out 3 times a week. So in those times, I don't want to use an excuse that I don't have my computer. So what I'll do is I'll use a lot of times the app Phonto, Phonto, because I feel like you have the most control. And so here's one that I'm doing. And so I like to pick a theme for as many as I can. Now my brands that I've decided on, took me over a year, is Busy Girl. So Busy Girl Guide to Fitness, Busy Girl Society, Busy Girl Fitness Challenge Group. So that's kind of, my main brand, but then around that sometimes I do kind of themes. And themes are good because they also can let you see like what your target market likes and doesn't like. I'm not getting a bunch of reaction yet on this Love Your Selfie theme, but I've been teasing it, basically talking about personal development and like holistic health, loving yourself so you can love others. I've been really talking a lot about that to tease it out, so then it's not a new idea when I come up with these actual invites. So this is my final one, and to get here, what I did is I started out and I did, let's see, I should probably redo it from the beginning. Makes me sad. Bye. So I went to photo albums. And I want to find a good picture of myself. And honestly, I don't have a ton. So use this one. So when you're looking good and you're in the good light, take a bunch of good pictures, okay? Take a bunch because you're going to want them. Now, if I know that this is going to go for Facebook, then I can keep it not square. If I know I'm going to use Instagram, then I can go for square, just so that or you can kind of make it work for both. So I want to make it work for both. So I'm going to make sure, scoot it over so I have room for text. To Love Your Selfie, I want to look kind of happy. Okay, so I know what I want to do. Now, if I wanted to, this photo could be edited a little bit more, like brighter skin, so you can't see the makeup under my eyes. But I'm okay with it because I know I'm going to do an overlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Add Item, pick a big square, and this might be like, whoa, you're going too fast. But I'm not trying to teach you how to copy my thing. I'm trying to teach you how to play around with it. So like, if I go to color, this alpha is basically the transparency. So I wanted a little transparency. I know I want a heart over it. So I'm going to get a heart. Click on that, make it big. And then I know I want it to be this pink is kind of my brand color, like a coral. So I try to really reoccur that theme. Okay, so I tap to make text. I just tapped on it. And, oh, what did I say? I think I said love your selfie. And then font. I have some fonts that I really like. You can look under my fonts. These star ones. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe. Anyway, I messed that up now. So text, font, and I like this one. I know it's too small. I'm going to make it bigger. So you want to get people's attention. You don't want it to be too cluttered. You want to make it look simple. You really want them to read the text, but I want to let them know what's going on. So it's Love Your Selfie. I'm going to give a little more detail, so I need a new text. Holistic fitness and nutrition. So you kind of have to play around with like what words are going to jive with people. You know, I think that this person that would be interested maybe in something that was kind of like personal development would key into the word holistic. And then I want to say that it's a challenge group, or I don't usually actually like to call it a challenge group because that sounds like a challenge. So I usually call mine fitness, or I would say like, sorry, I already said that. I would say online accountability and results, because I don't want to get away from, I want them to see that there's like, it's not just a kumbaya group, like they're going to see results. Some of this takes some remembering which keys are where. Okay, so I want to let them know when it starts that there's some urgency. Deadline February 8th. Say deadline to join. And with the fonts, it's really best to pick just one or two fonts, and like 1 to 3 in 1 or 2 colors, so it's pleasing on the eye. And I just have to play around with what's going to work. So you don't really have to, you know, like overthink this and make this huge deal, but this is your marketing right here. And then I want to tell them how to apply. So I'm going to say link to join in, or you know what, I want to tell them an action step. So click link in profile. Right, because this is my Instagram. So on Instagram you have to put the links in the profile. And this again is the PHONTO Fonto app. And you can apply any of these principles to any type of little design deal. Just right now, I don't have Photoshop installed. I just found this to be quick. I wanted to go straight on my phone. So then you're going to proofread it, love your selfie, holistic fitness and nutrition, online accountability and results. See, like I want to say group, like, you know, what is the actual thing? So you got to make sure that you're clear. Sometimes when you're hurrying, it can actually be really hard, and sometimes you miss the main point. So don't be a perfectionist, but also remember that there are tiny little tipping points that are going to lead you to success. And when you can find those tipping points and replicate them, then you've gotten success. So now I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to modify, because link isn't going to be, the link is not going to be in the profile for Facebook. It's either going to be in the post or in the comments. All right. So save. So now I have a graphic, and then the next thing I have to do is I want to go and I'm going to want to post it. And Instagram, it's hard because you really want less words, but you still want to get the point across. So it's a good practice for saying what you need to say. So let me show you first before I do this on Instagram. I use, Chalene Johnson says you need every vehicle that you have, your Instagram, every social media blog, it needs to be profitable. So basically there needs to be some link that's going to lead them down a road to profit. So like by filling out this questionnaire, then that gets them in my pipeline. If you have a blog, then your blog needs to make sure that it's going to convert to sales. So you don't want to just be sharing and writing just to write. You want to have a path to convert to sales. So I already have that here. So I would write a post, and basically you want to get their attention, emoticons, and wow, hey you, or whoa, no way, or do you like the holistic approach? And then you want to, it's called kind of twist the knife, and I hate to say that, but you want to find out what their need is. Do they have a pain point? Have they struggled to break a plateau? Have they like never been able to commit to something because maybe that mental and emotional aspect isn't there? Well, that's why this group would be, why would they join? Why would this be different? What's the solution I offer? What's their life going to be like after this? After this group, they're going to not only know how to eat and how to exercise to get results, but they're going to be mentally prepared to stick to it because they're going to understand on a deeper level why they've had patterns in the past. And then how do they join? What's the call to action? So that's when I write a post, that's what it needs to be about. So I hope this helped you all, and I would love it if you would create your own post, your own invite to a challenge group. I'd love to see kind of what you're able to do on phone apps, and then also on Canva or PicMonkey or InDesign, Instagram, or Photoshop or whatever. But like I said, the ones that I like for the most control for invites are Fonto. There's a bunch of other really good ones, but Fonto. But if you need the picture prettied up first, lighten, brighten, that kind of stuff, filters, then I like to use Afterlight. So don't think that you're going to find some do-it-all graphic design thing or whatever on your phone. You're going to probably have to use several. But this is the big deal. Like, you build your story, you share content, you add value, you show love, you show compassion, you help others, and then if you continuously do that and really make it cohesive, then when you post the invite, that's boom. That's where you want it to take place. So that is where you spend, just a little bit more time, not overdoing the graphics, but making sure the graphics make sense for the story you've been telling and what you want them to do. Check you later.